Gambling. Ever since you were a kid, you have probably heard of your mom or dad tell you that never go to a casino and never do any sort of gambling, as it is an addiction that's hard to get rid of once you start it. And in gambling, the chances of you actually making profit is very slim. So instead, you start playing some video games. Seems all in good, right? It's fun. In video games, they have no way for a kid to spend their parents' entire life savings in a few seconds, just for a chance for the pixels on your screen to go up, right? Well, no. Introducing video game gambling, fed by unintelligent kids' parents' bank accounts. No, but like seriously, most of the popular games for kids like Minecraft and Roblox have a rule in their EULA and terms of use respectively that state that gambling is illegal. But then you may ask, what is the problem with video games? Well, most video game gambling actually happens in private-owned servers. Like for instance, in a lot of Minecraft servers, there are loot crates that bait kids into thinking that if they just spend a little bit of real-life money, then they have a chance to gain a super rare and powerful item. These in-game gambling systems also serve as a gateway for kids under 18 to start gambling once they are over 18. Now, the reason for these owners to create these gambling systems on these servers to make enough money to just sustain the server, as running servers on Minecraft and hosting instances and games in general is not cheap. But making loot crates and other gambling mechanics is not the only way to monetize the server. We can take a look at one of Minecraft's most popular servers, Hypixel, which in all of its games involve no in-game gambling mechanics, but rather profit from ranks and gems to buy things in games that are not associated with gambling, like the Booster Cookie, which gives a short-term boost in perks in exchange for a few gems, easily netting them on average 30 million USD each year. Now I know, for the owners who are already profiting from their gambling systems, why should they change? So the second type of solution to this is simply define what the meaning of gambling is. Although most online games made for kids have gambling in their rules as illegal, they never really define what gambling is. This is because most of the definition of gambling for most countries was written before online games even existed, so they never really accounted for what gambling is for imaginary items, and loopholes can easily be found to get around it for those who do. Loot boxes are a simple example, as most loot boxes contain items that can't be traded into real-life money, so it is not counted as gambling in most rules. So by listing a clear definition of what gambling contains, it will make banning and giving out punishments for these situations much easier. Finally, you could just not buy the gambling aspects of games. It really doesn't take a genius to figure out what is a gamble in video games, as anything that includes using real-life money to buy a random thing in a game that has multiple possible outcomes with different possibilities is almost definitely gambling and wasting money. In the end, there will never be 100% removal of gambling-like mechanics in video games, and at the end of the day, it all really depends on your decisions and how wisely you would like to spend you or your parents' money.